The more you chase, the more things keep running away from you. But the moment you change this, things start coming to you without you needing to stress yourself too much about it. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you're the only one who puts in effort for things to go right? Like you need to be the first person to text, you need to be the first person to explain yourself, you need to be the first person to prove your worth, you need to be the first person to do everything just to make sure that things goes the right way. But you see, after putting on all this effort, people still don't reciprocate it. That energy, those efforts you put for things to go right, for you and somebody to be in a right path, for you and somebody to live together or do things well, after putting these efforts, they don't reciprocate it. It just feels like you're chasing everything: respect, attention, time. You chase everything, even opportunities. And the more you chase, the more it slips away. I used to think that the solution is to try harder, to put more effort, to chase everything, to chase opportunities, to text people first, to make them see how important I am to them. But the more I was chasing, the more it keeps slipping away, the more my value keeps dropping, the more they see me less. But I realized what changed everything. The problem was not effort. The problem was direction. Have you noticed that there are people who don't even chase anything? Like they don't chase respect, they don't chase opportunity, they don't chase attention, they don't even care about it. But somehow it still comes to them with no effort. They didn't even need to put any effort for them to get all of these things. Do you want to know what they do differently? In this video, I am going to tell you 7 behaviors that make people come to you naturally without you having to chase. Before we get into it, if you're someone who is trying to build confidence, who is trying to grow, who is trying to make people take you seriously, make sure you like, subscribe, because in this channel, we talk about things like this every day. Now, the first behavior that make people chase after you, that make people come to you naturally, is when you stop over-explaining yourself. One of the biggest mistakes people make is they explain themselves too much. Even when it's not necessary, you see them telling you reasons why they do things, reasons why they have to take the decision that matters even in your life. Like decision that matters in your life, you still need to explain it to people. That's you over-explaining yourself all the time. When you try to justify everything, when you try to give a reason why you do something, but this is the simple truth. The more you keep doing that, it signals something. You're telling people something. You're telling people that you need permission, that you need a go-ahead for you to make your decision, for you to take a step in your life. You are asking for permission for no reason. And constantly seeking for permission, constantly seeking for validation is insecurity. You're not secured about yourself. Now think about this. People who are confident, they don't feel the need to explain anything. They do what they need to do, say what they need to say, and then move on with their life like nothing ever happened. But when you are that person who keeps over-explaining, who keeps giving reasons for everything that you do in your life, people see you less. People don't take you seriously. But the moment you stop doing that, the moment you stop explaining yourself, your life shifts. Anytime you decide to talk, people will now want to listen to you. Whatever you have to say, because they know this person to be someone who always tries to explain himself or herself. So when you stop doing that, they want to understand what has happened in your life, what has changed. I want to listen to him speak because he doesn't speak too much anymore. I want to listen to her say something. I want to listen to her make a decision because this is not who she used to be. So maybe she has something important to say today. Maybe he has something important to say today. So there will be a shift in your life the moment you decide to stop over-explaining yourself. people will now listen to you more. People will now take you even more serious. Secondly, you become over comfortable with silence. You see, most people are scared of silence. So because you're scared of silence, you are always rushing to feel it. You're always making sure that there is no silence in a conversation. You laugh for no reason, you talk for no reason, you even make jokes that are not funny just because you don't want a silent situation, just because you want to make sure that you feel in that silence where others are quiet. But do you know what's powerful about silence? When you are comfortable with silence, like you don't need to rush a conversation, you don't need to force a conversation, you don't need to force something that is not meant to be, something that is not meant to be talked about. You don't need to rush it. There's something it does. It makes people lean on it. It creates a tension. It makes people want to hear the next thing that will come out of your mouth or the next thing that you have to say. It makes your words, your conversation carries weight. Because when you talk too much, they are used to things that you're saying. They already know the next thing you want to say. But when there is silence, people lean on it. People expect from you. It creates a tension. It makes people want to know the next thing you want to talk about or the next conversation you want to hold. So that makes you powerful. So when you are comfortable with silence, it makes people come to you. It makes people want to come closer to you and not away from you. Thirdly, you do not chase validation. This is very deep, and I will tell you why. You see, a lot of people are constantly looking for validation. They want to be liked. They want to be validated. They want people to tell them how good they are. You see that you are adjusting yourself every time. Today you're changing from this person to this person, from this person to this person, because you want to fit in, because you want people to like you. But now, you see, the moment you keep doing that, it makes people see you like someone who doesn't have a say of your own. Like you don't have a say of your own. You always want people to tell you that this is okay before you accept that it is okay. But the moment you stop doing that, you become powerful because you make choices yourself. You see things the way it's supposed to be, the way it is comfortable for you. Because when you're comfortable yourself, it makes people want to know what you carry. They want to know what is special about you. Because you don't talk too much. You don't say much. You validate yourself. You don't look for approval. So when you're doing all these things, it makes you come out in a very charismatic way. People see you and all they see is power, is strength. It's someone who is exceptional. You become magnetic. People like those who are liked by everyone. When you're liked by everyone, when you have this charisma that people just like you naturally, those are the kind of people needs to go close to. Number 4, you set quiet boundaries. Not dramatic, not aggressive, not loud. Just quietly, you're setting your boundaries. You don't argue, you don't beg, you don't need to explain yourself repeatedly. Quietly, you are building your boundaries. If someone doesn't feel right, you pull back. If someone disrespects you, you create a distance. And that sends a very clear message. I know my worth. And when people see that, they adjust. You just see them adjusting to what you have built yourself to be. Number 5, you focus on yourself, not other people. You pay attention to yourself, not other people. You put all your effort on yourself, not other people. You stop trying to please people. You stop trying to put people first. You put yourself first in everything that you do. Because this is where everything changes. If you focus on yourself, instead of watching what others are doing, trying to see how they do it, trying to fit in, try to do it exactly how they are doing it, You do it the way that it feels comfortable for you, the ways that it feels right to you. You're paying attention to your life, to everything that you do. So paying attention to your growth, your mindset, your life, there's something it does. There's something powerful it does. It brings people to you. It makes people drawn to you because they see you as somebody who is grounded, someone who knows what he or she is doing, someone that has focus, someone that is evolving every day. Who wants to make friends with somebody who is not focused? So when your life becomes your priority, it makes people start noticing you. Naturally, people start noticing you because people notice people who pay attention to their own lives. They want to know what's going on. They become anxious to know what's going on with this person. Number 6, you speak less but with intention. You notice that not everything needs to be said. You notice that not everything needs to be responded to. You notice that not all opinion needs to be shared. People respond to this naturally. You are drawing attention naturally without speaking too much. You are drawing attention naturally when you speak with intention. Before you talk, you choose your words carefully. When you do that, it makes people want to listen to you anytime you decide to talk. People even go as far as comparing what you have said, the little that you have said, to someone who has said too much, someone who has been talking all day. And then you come and then make a point, a heavy point, just little points, and then people see what you have said as more important as the person who has been talking for a long time. Do you know why? Because that person that has been talking for a long time has been saying things probably repeatedly, saying the same thing over and over again, trying to prove a point and all of it. That person has been talking for long. The value of that person has been depreciated. But you that just came, because you think about your words, because you think about things that you want to say carefully before you say them, that little thing that you have said, that little statement or that little sentence that you have made will make people see your own talk as value, will make people take you more seriously. So it's better to say less. Don't say too much. But the little that you will say, make it count. Number 7, you walk away when necessary. See, this is the most difficult one, but yet the most powerful one. It's not easy to walk away from people you love because most times the people who disrespect you, the people who see you less, are people who are close to you, people who are very dear to you. But the moment you learn how to walk away from those sets of people, because they disrespect you, because they see you as nothing, because they cross your boundaries, the moment you're able to do that, you're building yourself in a very confident way. The fact that you don't beg for attention, you don't beg to be with people, you don't chase people, it is applicable in your life all around. And that includes even people that you care so much about. Because if you care so much about people, it doesn't mean that you're giving them the right to disrespect you or to cross your boundaries. And this is the simple truth. Walking away doesn't make you lose somebody. It doesn't mean that you have lost someone in your life. It makes you have more self-respect. It means that you value yourself. Because if you don't value yourself, people will not value you. So at the end of the day, it's not about attracting everything, because you cannot attract everything. It's about becoming someone who does not need to chase anything. Because when you change your behavior, everything around you changes. People around you changes. Opportunities even come to you without you needing to stress too much about it. Lives even feels differently. If this made you think differently, make sure you like and subscribe to this video. And also tell me in the comment section, which of this behavior do you struggle with the most? See you in my next one. Thanks for watching.